What Florida is doing to vaccine mandates is sick. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The state of Florida is moving to end all vaccine mandates. Its Surgeon General, Dr. Joseph Ladapo, has ordered the Florida Department of Health to eliminate all of its vaccine requirements. He declared, quote, "Every one of these is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery," end quote. Kids will no longer have to get shots for polio, measles, mumps, rubella, and other diseases to attend school. Previously, exemptions were allowed only for religious or medical cases. The benefits of such routine immunizations are self-evident. Infectious illnesses can not only be miserable experiences, but also crippling and lethal. Widespread immunizations prevent outbreaks that impact people with compromised immune systems, not to mention those who never got vaccines in the first place. We saw, for example, hundreds of cases of measles last year in West Texas where immunization had declined, including the first measles deaths in the U.S. in years. Apparently, and incredibly, there are no recollections of the terror that the possibility of polio posed to parents during each summer in the early 1950s and late 1940s, when this deadly virus was most virulent and hit youngsters disproportionately. Thousands died each year. Are we now going to have to resurrect iron lungs for kids who will now get polio to keep them alive? Most disappointing is that Governor Ron DeSantis is actively pushing the state legislature to remove any laws requiring vaccines. He apparently thinks this will help him win votes among those who supported Robert Kennedy Jr.'s presidential bid in 2024, should DeSantis try another run for the White House in 2028. Florida is not alone in this medieval madness. A few months ago, Idaho did something similar. The state enacted a law dubbed the Idaho Medical Freedom Act that, with few exceptions, prohibits vaccine mandates in both the public and private sectors. Schools are even specifically barred from keeping out unvaccinated kids when there is an outbreak of a contagious disease that they're not protected against. Why these backward moves that will lead to more sickness and death? Largely, it's a lethal overreaction to the lies and blunders that scarred the credibility of public health authorities during the COVID pandemic, such as the unnecessary and healthy length of the lockdowns, the damaging and unscientific closing of schools, the unnecessary, indeed harmful, vaccinating of children, the cover-ups about the origins of the lab-created virus, the efficacy of masks, and the arbitrary length of social distancing at 6 feet. Then, too, there are concerns that perhaps kids are getting too many vaccines. But that possibility does not justify throwing out all vaccine mandates. Another factor is that there's always been on the part of some people a general distrust of vaccines. This distrust has gained traction thanks to the well-known vaccine skepticism of the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert Kennedy Jr., who took office earlier this year. For the sake of our health, and especially for the well-being of our children, let us hope other states don't follow the benighted example of Florida and Idaho. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions, and look forward to being with you soon again.